Hey everyone, it's me, Destroy88, and welcome to the second part to my three-part first Bakugan reviews. So this is one of the three-pack, that's my first reviews for the Bakugan. So he was in a three-pack, like I just said. Now I'm confusing myself. Well, he was in a three-pack with my Prez Diablo and my Hammer Gorum. So anyway, he comes, the ability card, Predictable Opponent. It doesn't really come with this, but this is the one I chose. Gives 90 to Aquos, nothing to Pyrus, 110 to Subterra, 120 to Chaos, which is great, 110 for Darkus, and 90 for Ventus. I usually use this card on my Chaos or Darkus team. I don't really use it on my Subterra, because I have another card that's good for them. It says, play during a battle if your opponent has a Bakugan in his use pile that is the same attribute as the one he has in his battle. Your Bakugan gains G power based on its attribute. Well, it's pretty standard, because most people use one type for their team. They don't choose a bunch of different types. At least everyone I know uses one type. So this is like a great card for if you're playing against that type of person. And it's actually a great card for Chaos because it gives a pretty high boost for a Series 1 ability card. Alright, and for the gate card we have Lockdown, one of the few copper cards I own that is a lowest GRG power swap. 110 to Pyrus, 100 to Aquos, 80 to Subterra, 70 to Chaos, 50 to Darkus, and 40 to Ventus, and the highlighted bonus is Ventus. And the picture is a picture of Dragonoid Pyrus attacking something. I think it's supposed to be a Fear. I have no idea what that is. I think it's supposed to be a Fear Ripper. I don't know. And the predictable opponents have to say that's a Darkus Exedra on the picture. And this gives double all G power bonus given by ability cards in this battle. This card would be great for... Actually, these two would go together nicely if you had Chaos, and then you just use this one, and it would double it, so you get 240 instead of just 120, and that'd be amazing. But anyway, and the Bakugan is a 400G Darkus Wormquake, and he's pretty cool, but he has some problems, because it's a little, if you don't put his tail in right, it's like, see, it's kind of pushed in a little now. You have to put his tail on perfectly right, and then you have to do his head. And yeah, and he kinda, it's hard to get him to stand. I don't know if that's just mine, but he doesn't stand very good at all. So I'll give, okay, so for these three things, great cards, Bakugan's iffy. And then, by the way, I'm not rating these on G power because that's completely random. It's nothing to do with G power. So it's mostly for opening or paint job, and there's nothing really wrong with paint jobs usually. So I'm just gonna say I'll give him and his cards a 4 out of 5. For this, both cards are 5 out of 5, but he has a little bit of problem. So I give him a 4 out of 5 to 3.5 to 4 out of 5. And because the fact he doesn't open very well, and he's kind of, if you don't close him right, it's malfunction, or kind of doesn't, it just kind of messes up if you don't close it right. Alright, so just watch part 3 and part 1 if you haven't already seen part 1.